Barry Hearn, here we are in Smith & Wollensky. You've served me up a delicious steak. Can I thank you for that? And compliment you on this beautiful restaurant. Now, you told me a minute ago that you're superficial and lack depth. What? I couldn't disagree more. People are fascinated by interviews with you. You love life. You love every moment. You're successful but grateful, and you are a show-off but humble. You're generous with your time, which you can't be more generous with anything than time. So I'm going to tell you off and say that you should have more. You should value your kindness and time that you give others a bit more. Will you do that for me?
No, I won't. I'm going to live the life I live, which is up front, in your face, tell the truth. Don't expect anything from anybody. Do it yourself. Take responsibility for your own decisions.
That's all fine, but thank you for being generous with your time and your counsel. Are you ready for your top 10?
I'm ready for my top 10.
Now, Barry, on your brilliant Desert Island Discs, you said that you don't like to share a vulnerability.
Oh.
Now, that is a vulnerability in itself. Why do you not like to share a vulnerability and take counsel from someone who cares about you?
I don't want to share any responsibility with someone out of purely ego, that I'm a man, I can look after myself and I won't look for favours from anybody else. It's an old-fashioned philosophy. I believe I have responsibilities to my family and friends. Other than that, I'm going to try and be a good person for the rest of the world. But I'm not going to share any weakness, because I find after a while those weaknesses can come back and haunt you. So I'd rather dispel them to a small box in my brain that is never open. I don't want people to know the real in-depth of me, because it's not their business.
Okay, but are you then living in denial?
I am living in the real world. I'm the happiest person in the world in my life. Now, my wife will tell me that's because I'm superficial. If that's the case, I'll stay superficial, because happiness is the one thing that you can't buy.
Okay. What would you teach your younger self?
Be careful who you trust. Be cynical, a little more cynical. Be a little bit more in reserve. People will be the only thing in your life that disappoint you.
Yes.
And when you get over that, initially when you get someone who you trust that turns out to be disloyal, it hurts.
Yes.
That's a pain I don't want to experience.
Yes.
So I hold a little back. And I would
Yes.
say to my younger version, tell the truth, live the right life, but don't accept that everyone else has those high standards. Don't expect that to be the case for the rest of your life. Be a little cynical. It doesn't hurt.
Yes, discerning. Yeah. Who or what type of person inspires you?
People that work hard, people that come from humble beginnings and go for gold, people that change their life, the world, whatever you want to make of it. We all live in a little goldfish bowl, don't we, by our life.
You love a trier.
I love a trier because I love me. The epitome of me is I'm no academic. As we said before, I think on another interview, I'm not the brightest candle in the room, but I burn longer than any other candle you can buy.
Yeah.
And if you're good enough to last me out, then I respect you for it. I've never found anyone that can give my type of focus.
Warren Buffett always says that you'll achieve more with an IQ of 120 than 170. Don't complicate things.
Oh, I think that's a very good advice, as always.
Now, what characteristics must a successful promoter have?
Skin like a crocodile, endless enthusiasm, and the ability to sleep at nights when everything's going wrong.
Good answers. What are you scared of?
Absolutely nothing on this earth, other than my wife. She frightens the shit out of me.
Good answer. That's probably because you love her so much.
No, it's because she is a fearsome woman.
There we go. What makes you angry?
Disloyalty.
Who was your mentor and what did that person teach you?
I've had a variation of mentors in my life. Jim Slater probably started off in the old financial days, the first asset stripping king. But I like the fact that he created a business from nothing, from realising other people's shortcomings and learning from that. Warren Buffett is a big illustrator of the power of management.
Do you know him?
I've never met him. But I read a lot of Warren Buffett, and he makes a lot of sense, and he's based on management.
Yep.
You know, company have assets, there's always money and cash, but you can't beat top quality management. That's the only guarantee of longevity.
Your son is also a promoter. Does it pain you when people compare your son to you and say, "Oh, well, but his dad was Barry Hearn, it was easy for him"? Does that cause you pain?
Not in the slightest. I find it very funny. Eddie has grown up being the son of Barry Hearn, which is his own type of pressure.
Yes.
Today,
It's a huge pressure.
Today, I am known as the father of Eddie Hearn. And as any parent would be proud of their children, I couldn't be more proud of what he's achieved without any favours in the toughest sport in the world to be involved in, which is boxing. He has come over all of those obstacles, and whilst I call him a silver spoon kid, his reaction is, "Yes, Dad, but let's be honest, I've turned it gold." And
Good
I'll take
answer.
that every day of the week.
Good answer. What song is your favourite, and what meaning does it come with?
Tom Paxton did a song called Forest Lawns. It takes the mick out of the American funeral service and brings us all down to the level of understanding, no matter what you've got, one day we're all going to die. So let's enjoy what time we've got, and let's not be too deep about our answers or anything else, because they really don't matter.
What's your favourite characteristic in a friend?
Loyalty. Above anything else, loyalty.
Barry Hearn, you're a man who appreciates